my book buddies, welcome back to another video. I feel like I have been way more consistent with posting book videos than I ever thought that I would be. I am not very consistent with things, to be completely honest. I have a lot of ideas and I find it a little hard to follow through with things. But my goal at the start of January was only to post a video every Saturday, a book related video, every Saturday at noon Atlantic time. And I think I've only missed one Saturday. I've actually been posting every Saturday, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Since I have been so consistent, I can officially say that I am like a booktuber. I'm joining booktube. So I thought it would be the perfect time to do the booktube newbie tag and share a little bit more about me and my reading habits. Maybe first, let's just share a little bit about me and who I am. So hi, my name is Sam. I'm Canadian. I live on the east coast of Canada and I love it here. I was born and raised on Prince Edward Island, known for the literary great Lucy Maud Montgomery, who wrote Anne of Green Gables, which is just like a huge thing on PEI. Everybody knows about Anne. Then I moved to Halifax to go to university. I studied at Dalhousie and I studied neuroscience. I took a little break partway through that and actually went to Australia and au paired for 8 months, which was really cool. And then came back, finished my schooling, and honestly became a content creator full time then. My wife, my lovely wife, Allie, and I share a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and Instagram called Allie and Sam, and we document our life and our love and our adventures together, and it has been such a fun career. And it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. You might see our YouTube plaque back there. That's not for being a booktuber, but maybe one day I will add an additional one. I have actually 3 dogs. I have Lily, who's my 10-year-old golden retriever. I have Elsie, who's a golden doodle, and I have Rosie, who is a golden retriever as well. And then we have 2 cats. You can kind of sort of see one right there. That's Shelby, and then I also have Ferguson. And if my life didn't sound busy enough from all of that, I also have twin boys. I am a mom to 17-month-old twin boys. We will call them Moose and we will call them Cheese because I do not share their faces or their names on the internet. So I feel like that is a lot about me, so now we can dive into these booktuber questions. Starting off with why I started a booktube. I started this because I absolutely love creating content. I have been doing it for years. I love YouTube in particular. It's one of my favorite platforms. I love doing video and I specifically love doing long form video. My other great love is reading. I absolutely love reading and I have been reading so much the last 2 years. I have always been a really big reader, but it really feels like maybe I'm reading more now. And I honestly just think that's because I'm watching a lot less television and a lot less movies and stuff, and the content I'm consuming is mostly coming from books. And I don't really have many people in my life that I can talk to about my books. I swear, I drive my poor mother who likes the same kind of books as me, and my lovely wife who does not like the same kind of books as me, absolutely crazy because I talk about books all the time. So I needed a place where I could put all of my book related thoughts and feelings out there for someone else to hear, kind of. I don't know. That's why I did this. I just really love reading. I really love books. I really love video. So I just combined them and said this could be a really fun hobby. Okay, next question is what are some fun and unique things that I can bring to booktube? And I actually don't know at all what those are. I'm a lesbian, so I'm very interested in reading more queer fiction. I don't know, maybe that's something that you might find fun and interesting, but honestly, I don't think I will bring that much fun or uniqueness to this community. What series got me into reading? Oh my goodness. So this is gonna be a cliche answer, but there's a bit of a story that goes with it. The Harry Potter series was my first true love when it came to books, and honestly I do still really like it, even though the author is extremely problematic and just doubles down on her problematic beliefs all the time, and it is so frustrating for something that I love so much to kind of be tainted by that. Completely tainted by that. But the Harry Potter series is my answer. I remember the first time I heard about Harry Potter, I was like 6 years old in grade 1. I was in my grandmother's kitchen and my mom had just gotten back from going to see the first Harry Potter movie in theaters with my uncles. And they made it sound amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to see this movie. And they said, sorry, Samantha, you can't. You are too afraid of everything and that is too scary for you. But that was the first time I heard about it. And my mom was like, it was a really good movie though. Like maybe I'll read the book and see if Samantha could read the books. So Harry Potter was the first ever chapter book that I really ever read, and I absolutely devoured it. So the way that I used to read it with my mom was I would read a chapter and then she would read the same chapter. So it was like a tandem read kind of, but we only had one copy of the book. So we had to go back and forth, and we were constantly bugging each other being like, hey, did you finish that chapter yet? Hey, did you finish that chapter yet? And that's what we did for the entire series. At that point in time, the entire series was not published. So me and my mom also used to go out to the bookstores like when they opened at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. whatever time they opened, and wait in line and get the newest copy of the Harry Potter books. I think I have them in there, and I think that they might, one second. I just remembered I have my original Harry Potter series on the bookshelf in the other room. You can tell how well read these books are because they are completely falling apart. Oh my gosh, look. Wow. This one, the spine has literally been taped back together. Oh my god, this one's missing like the last few pages and the whole spine and the back cover. These books were very well loved. Look at how yellow the pages are. Look. It says, I got this the 26th of June, 03 by Mommy. And then it has my name in it, Samantha. Oh my gosh, wait. 03. 03? I was in the 3rd grade and reading this. That seems very, very intense. For, how old are you in the 3rd grade? Like 8? For an 8-year-old to be reading a book this thick. Wow. Oh my god. Look, the covers are just like completely coming off. So there is this account that I absolutely love on TikTok, and she is a librarian in a school and she repairs books, and I feel like I need to send her my beloved Harry Potter series because wow, I honestly didn't know that they were in this bad of shape. That is where my love for Harry Potter came from and still comes from, is like all of those happy childhood memories and like the bonding with my mom and stuff. What was the question? What do you love about reading? Uh-oh, my kids are starting to get fussy. What do I love about reading? I love the escapism. I love that you can read a book and be transported anywhere. Right now I'm really loving like fantastical elements in books and like fantasy and magic and fairies and dragons and stuff. I love the otherworldly aspect and being transported to somewhere so magical and different than where we are. I will also say though, I'm currently reading like historical fiction. The one I'm reading right now is The Women by Kristen Hanna, which is about the Vietnam War. I love me some historical fiction. I kind of love everything, and I love how you can imagine anything. No one's showing you a picture of what this character looks like, what this place looks like. Like you get to create that yourself in your mind by just like looking at some words on a page, which is kind of amazing, I think. What are some challenges I will face as a booktuber? I already touched on this, but consistency is like #1 for me. I am a very busy person. I have a lot going on. I'm juggling many things. I don't want this to fall by the wayside, but it's easy for me if you look back at my video history to post for a while and then completely stop for like a year. I don't want that to happen. But that's gonna be the biggest challenge for me, is not letting that happen and staying super motivated and keeping up with everything. That banging is Lily. Hi, Lily. You want to say hi? Lily wants to say hi. Hi. What books do you like to read? Okay, so I already kind of touched on this. I have been really into fantasy lately. Probably the last year has been so fantasy heavy, but before that I read almost exclusively thrillers. I love to read just about everything, and I feel like on this channel I really want to dive into reading all different genres, because sometimes I completely forget how much I like reading a certain genre. Like I have not picked up historical fiction in a while, like at least a year. Now that I am reading one again, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love this and I just want to consume more and more and more of it. So I'm gonna do lots of little challenges like that to challenge myself to read different genres and different authors and things that I might not typically gravitate to, because I kind of like it all. I just love reading in general. I love anything with like good character building, good world building. I like something that's immersive and I feel like I'm there, and I like a book that really like sucks me in and makes me not want to stop reading. Like those are the things that I look for in a book. I want something that I'm like, I can't put this down right now, even though 90% of the time I have to put it down right now because a child is crying or a dog needs me. But I want that like, oh, I can't put this down urge. What questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? Okay, so maybe I feel like would have been a perfect spot to insert some booktubers that I've really been liking. These are some accounts that I have been watching lately and have been really liking. Some questions I would have for them. Okay, I want to know what your absolute must-read book is. Like if you are only allowed to recommend one book for the rest of your life to people, what book are you going to recommend? Because I know all these people have read a lot of books. What book is like your number one? That's the only one you can ever recommend again. What's it going to be? Also, what is your worst book you've ever read? And what made it so bad? I also like to know that about people. Like, what is it? When did you start reading? So I've always been a reader. I feel like I kind of already touched on this by saying I read this series when I was like a little baby. I grew up with a young single mother and we did not have much money, but she definitely prioritized reading for me. And she really prioritized me having access to a lot of books. And we didn't live in a place that had a public library, so she did buy me so many books. And I had this amazing library and this amazing collection of books. And I feel like that really instilled a love of reading in me. So I have been reading ever since I could physically read. And where do you read? I feel like this means physically. I like to read in any body of water. The bath, the hot tub, the pool, the ocean. I just like to read in water. I don't know why. But besides that, anywhere cozy. I like to read in bed before I go to sleep. I like to curl up on the couch and get really cozy and read. But basically, I will read any place. I do not discriminate. I think my kids are getting done and need a snack, so this is where I will end today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope, oh my god, Lily is going crazy too. She wants to play. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and were able to learn a little bit more about me. This was just something fun I wanted to do as a little extra video. I know this is not a Saturday, but I just wanted to do something fun. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will be back on Saturday with a new reading vlog.